So, hi and welcome back to the show. My name is Gavin Macrae and I'm from GJ Macrae Foundation Repair, and this is our new video series where we essentially tackle all things basement waterproofing and foundation repair related here in the GTA. We call this series In the Field, where we not only break down the premise of foundation repair from a top-down perspective, but also show you a complete time-lapse production of a full repair process. So let's get right into it. So this project was a carbon fiber reinforcement project here in Toronto, and essentially the client was looking to reinforce their block foundation walls to guard against future movement. And carbon fiber is a very cost-effective solution compared to some other structural repair methods out there. Now, carbon fiber has an extremely high strength to weight ratio, and it's quite commonly used in foundation reinforcement projects. Interestingly enough, carbon fiber was really developed in the aerospace industry in the early 1960s. And it was used as a replacement material for aluminum because carbon fiber contains a really unique anti-corrosive property. So this stuff is pretty strong and long-lasting, plus it's somewhat straightforward to apply. So to begin, we essentially grind all of the concrete block foundation walls back to bare concrete. And we use a handy little tool for that made by Hilti called the DG8-130. Plus, this grinder has a little vacuum attachment that's really great at keeping the dust down during a grinding process like this. So once the walls are clean, we essentially open up the concrete floor and expose the footings, and we drill the half-inch hole into the footings to basically act as an anchor point for the future carbon fiber installation. Next, we filled the existing cracks in the wall with expansive hydraulic cement. And once that was cured, we installed the first coat of epoxy resin basically directly onto the grinded areas of the block wall. And for this particular application, we used a 6-inch wide strip of carbon fiber. It was actually the SRS 600 UNI product from the team over at SRS Structural Reinforcements down in Ohio. And it's a really great product overall. Plus the team over at SRS was extremely helpful with support. And they provide everything required for a proper application, even down to a nice little box where the roll of carbon fiber can actually be unrolled and cut to length in a straightforward way. And those small things are really valuable to us. So, thank you to the team over at SRS Structural Reinforcements for a really fantastic product experience. Essentially after the first coat of resin was applied to the walls, the carbon fiber itself is then cut to length and applied on top of that resin application. And then it begins to activate as the resin cures, so you need to work somewhat quick here. Next, we cover the top layer of carbon fiber with another layer of resin, and we really need to work the carbon fiber nicely into the resin by hand so it activates evenly. Once all that's done, then we go back over the applications to make sure there's no dry areas. Then we essentially kind of repeat the process for all the strap installations. And at the very tail end, we coil the bottom of the carbon fiber strapping and install it directly into the footings for some additional rigidity. Then once that carbon fiber is fully applied and is drying, we reinstall the concrete floor. And essentially that locks the carbon fiber strips directly to the base of the structure. Overall, this structural repair strategy is really beneficial if you're looking for a really cost-effective, low-profile concrete foundation wall reinforcement method. So that's the general breakdown of where, why, and how a project like this comes to pass for us. So enjoy the coming project time-lapse video that's up next. And thank you for tuning in. And lastly, if you have any questions related to basement waterproofing, foundation repair, or underpinning, just give us a shout at any time. We can be reached at wetbasements.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next project.